Hello guys, thank you for stopping by. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shanto and I'm here with my friend Nyaronyi. So today we're going to talk about past relationship experiences. As you all know, we've all had our past, our experiences with people we've been in relationships with. And I think it's just a good idea to share with the rest of the world so that we get to learn and understand and maybe correct ourselves. Yes. So I think my friend will go first. Yeah. You're okay to tell us your past experience?
Yes, first I want to welcome you and feel free as we are going through this session. And I think everybody is welcomed to learn and to know more about certain things which ourselves we have undergone. Some are sweet side, some are tasteless, I may say so. Yeah, so it happened some days back, like we are youths, there are certain things we have to undergo in life. Some are quite challenging, but we have to stand strong and face them. Yeah.
So you've talked about challenges. What is challenging about relationships?
No, due to my past experience, I happened to come a very beautiful lady.
Wow, okay.
Yes, we loved each other. I think we met on Facebook, but it happened that this lady was coming from our area, though I didn't know much more about her. Well,
oh, so you just knew her through Facebook?
Facebook, but she was not far from our home. It was like around 20 kilometers away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, tell us how the first meeting was. After you've met on Facebook, of course, this the first day you met.
Now, the first day things were good because we've been chatting. We created that rapport. It was well. Then, by then, I think I was in third year campus.
Oh, you were in campus?
Yeah, I was in campus, and but then she has completed her campus because I think she was doing diploma in education.
Oh.
She did maths and I think physics. So this lady, you know, if in Kenya, if you do such subjects, you get that priority for employment faster than those who did the other combinations.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was privileged to have gotten job in a very big national school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've not told us how it felt when you first met that day.
No, it was good. We met in a friend's place. We had got a nice time. That first love, it got intact.
Hey,
just loved each other and things just move on well for some great time. Yes. So from then, the love got into another notch. It was a true love. That lady loved me and I loved her too much. So it was like I got obsessed. During my attachment, she came, we lived together for like almost a month. I think that time the schools were closed. So we planned after that we could even start living together. I moved into where she was teaching.
Okay.
So the life started, things were easy by then. Yeah.
All right. So you've met someone on Facebook. Here is your first day. You're already in love. You feel like it's true love. You move in together. Then what happens?
Now the challenging part was this lady was married.
What?
She was married. She was young. Always like the body was that.
Wait. Before we get there. You already, okay, so you moved in.
Yeah.
When you moved in, did you know she was married?
By then, I didn't know.
Okay.
No, but when we were chatting, the first time we started chatting, she was telling me, you know, I'm somebody's wife, but we left each other. But I couldn't imagine she was telling me the truth, because always ladies, for the first time you meet them, they will obviously tell you, I'm taken, maybe, but as a man you have to get hardened and keep on pushing until such a time she gives in. So I was a gentleman, so I had to try.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you've moved in, the lady is married. How was the relationship between her and whoever she was married to?
Now this one came later, when I knew the truth. The man who married her is even the family of the man, are the people who took her to school, to college, not high school. I think immediately the lady left high school, she was impregnated by this guy. So the guy who was to marry her took her to their home, and as a family, I think they felt that the lady was bright, and they took her to school. Because I think she just missed some few points to get direct entry to university. So she ended up in college diploma.
Okay, so now that the lady was married, did she have kids or a kid?
No, she had a kid.
Oh, so after you moved in, you knew she has a kid and she was married?
Yeah, that one she told me. But this life of marriage, I didn't take it that serious, because it was just like a normal way. Because if the lady was not living with the man,
yes, that's what
so I felt like these are just normal excuses ladies do give for you to, maybe they want to see how seriousness you are.
So you were ready to be, or rather to take care of the kid that was not yours?
Yes, I was ready, because I don't know, that instant love, it just came and it was kind, it was blind, if the term blind is used correctly, but I don't know. So I just loved her. We clicked fully. Oh,
you clicked. Yeah. So you were ready for anything?
I was ready for anything.
Okay. So how was your relationship between you and the child?
The child loved me. I also loved the child so much.
Okay.
So this is where things started going wrong. When I realized things were not all okay, because the family started bringing some commotions, asking her to get back. But unfortunately, the man who married her already moved on, married.
Oh no.
So the lady was also not ready, but to get back. So they started threatening her that they were the one who took her to school, she would return the money. So the lady was not at peace at all. Yeah.
So did this man at any point also threaten you? Because I'm sure he knew the lady is now staying with you.
No, the man was just that calm. But with the time, as time went by, things grew hotter in that house. So I couldn't even, that is what even made me to finally quit.
By hotter, you mean?
No, threats were coming like randomly. They were from today, tomorrow, threats. Even they started threatening the other family of the lady, that they wanted to kill the lady. Things just grew up very hot.
So you decided to quit just like that, or you guys sat together and decided we should break up?
The time of quitting was a painful moment for both of us. In fact, it just didn't happen abnormally.
Okay.
That time, by the way, let me say the truth about this lady. After now graduating from campus, now we were living together. So the lady decided now that, because I told you before that she was teaching these lucrative subjects. So immediately after maybe like a year, we got job, fully employed by TSC. So we moved in and started living together. Now after graduating, she told me, now because I did some related health courses, told me, so you just go and do medicine or something closer to that, so that you just get into the field of work. So we sat down and talked, and we decided that I should get back and started studying clinical medicine. And she was ready to pay partially.
She was paying for you?
Yeah, like now she wanted us to get somewhere in life.
You guys were in love.
Yes, he accepted and everything was okay. So first semester I went and registered. I started doing clinical medicine first semester.
That is after.
Contributed.
That is after you finished your other course.
Yeah.
Oh,
I finished
okay.
my other course, so I was
Uh-huh.
ready to pay half. So I started, and that is when things started challenging me in life, because now that distance, because I went to JKUAT to start my clinical medicine, and she was in those sides of Nyeri. Yeah, that is where she was.
So you used to like go home. Okay, you used to like what do I say? You used to go to school every commuting.
Commuting like weekends. I was in Nyeri. School days, I was back in JKUAT.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So were you not scared that maybe one day you'll be in school and then the other guy would come home, do something? Or...
No, the other guy didn't know even where she was.
Okay.
Yeah, but with the time, there is this time she went back home during August holidays. In fact, that is when things just changed. She went back during holidays and I was in school. Because your course medicine, it is a full-time study, like 3 semesters. There is nothing like it. We have got full holidays with Kama. So there were rare times you could get maybe to have time to go home. So during these August holidays, she went home. She left me behind. I think by then we were doing exams. So after exams, before I think the time she went home, I could call her like we used to talk. She started maybe having excuses. Call late kidogo. She's busy. So you can just see those signs, or maybe somebody is dodging in a way. You are trying to reach her. Maybe the phone is just ringing, no response. So as in somebody in love, you start feeling like
something
insecure
is
somehow.
wrong.
Yeah, something is wrong somewhere. So I was like, what is happening? Keep on calling. Sometimes you call night, she's offline. She's off. Her phone is completely off. So I was starting. Like this thing was not giving me peace. As much as I was there maybe studying, I started thinking like there is something going on wrong. Being that the love has grown so that you used to somebody so much. So immediately after exams, I planned to travel home and from to visit. And we organized to meet. I just told her, I'm around. I want to meet you. It happened the sister's place was near, so we planned to meet in her sister's place. So like lovebirds, we went and met there. Somebody called her on the phone. I got insecure. She refused to receive the first call. I got insecure more. I asked her, why can't you just receive the call? She said, this person has been disturbing me. I don't want to receive a call. How is it disturbing you? I think because I've been so much insecure the time she was at home, I felt there is something going on here. I started to grab the phone from her. The person called again. I grabbed the phone, then received it. Then akaanza kuni fight in a way like anataka kuchukua phone back.
Okay.
So I was so uneasy. I entered into the phone because I knew the passwords, everything. So immediately I entered into the phone. What I saw was quite absurd.
What did you see?
First, because I knew their husband, had seen in some picture, I think in Facebook when she was telling me, because I hakuwa na any photo. So they maybe pictured themselves together.
Was it a recent one, a recent photo?
Yeah, recent ones. Yeah, I know the phone. Even all my photos yenye tulipiga na yeye, she like sijui saved them elsewhere or kusema hiding.
Oh, okay.
All the
Yeah.
photos, and fortunately or unfortunately, I got into their chats.
Well, okay.
Things were not that good at that time.
So what was going on in their conversation?
Imagine they planned, they met. I can remember the time they were meeting. Those are the times I used to be calling and I was feeling uneasy. So it is like that connection we had with her. Anytime she was doing something wrong, it's like I was feeling from where I was.
Yes.
That is why I could call and no response.
Uh-huh.
So that was quite challenging with her.
So they met when you were in school before you came to visit her.
Yeah. That is the time I was still in school.
Hey.
Mm.
So did she have an explanation when you didn't confront her?
See, always, obviously, ladies will say nothing is just disturbing me. She wants me to get back to him.
Yes, the other guy was already married.
Of
to
course.
another.
Yeah. So they met not even once, twice, until I saw a place written like, "When are you coming back again?"
Yeah.
The guy was like appreciating. We had a good time. I remember then days when we were something. You put me back to that situation. Thank you, Siji, for your coming. Siji. So they planned like buying things, Siji, like they were back to normal. So the guy was telling him to come and maybe persuade me, because the guy knew that we were living together, to persuade me and leave, because you are back to your man, the man who made a child with you, things like that. So it was kind of weird. But
How did you feel at that point? Did you feel
that
betrayed?
it was not even, I was not even feeling betrayed. Like, it shocked me, but left me like, I felt like I'm nobody. Like, I just felt I'm nobody completely.
So did you guys try to like talk things out?
No, by then I didn't have that time even to talk about anything. Just left and went back home. So after that, after 2 days, she called and said that she know what she did was wrong. She really apologized, and at first I thought what was happening was not me and her. I thought it was happening to somebody else, because that person you are obsessed with, she was also obsessed with me to some. I can't say that maybe it is only me who loved her. I can say even up to date, I don't think if there is a lady who has shown that love she had for me, I don't think even if I'll get. I'm sorry to say that, but it is quite challenging. Having somebody you love, then at long last, she's giving you that kind of betrayal.
Do you think the lady still had love for this guy?
At first, I may say, due to threats, I think, no, I can't say anything about it, because ladies are ladies. Yeah, I can't give that, maybe my view on that kind of love, or whether he loved the guy or not. But
Okay.
because at first, yeah, she was telling me about it. She was being forced to get back there, so she was trying, when she was at home, trying to maybe make parents feel that they are on the way of making their new love affairs, so she could stop that thought like they are not together or they are together. They was trying just to pave that way so that they may feel they were still in love, or they still love each other, guys.
Okay, so here you are, you've seen the messages, the photos, and then you decide to leave. Where do you go?
No, imagine after that, I don't know whether I came up with a good mind or it was a bad mind. Like, let me just get back. Now that she has apologized, let's just get back together and square things. So we decided to get back to Nyeri before the schools were opened. So we got back to Nyeri, and things were normal, because I told her that, Mimi, what we planned is what must happen. Like, at first I also told her that, Mimi, if this is what you can do, let me just leave and go. She told me, no, don't do that. I was just trying this to please those parents at home. Like, I never wanted them to keep on telling me the same thing all the time. So I left. And we went back to Nyeri. We sat down, we talked. As normal couple, sometimes you say, challenges are there in every home. So this should not be a problem. But down deep in my heart, I was broken to pieces. So I was just trying to mold myself, yet I could not make it. So after a few times, the guy called, and it happened that, I think that time she was cooking. I manned up and received a call, and we talked like gentlemen. So the guy explained to me his side. I also told him, and I told him that if you know things will work well, I'm not dying for this thing, or I cannot just go all the way and maybe break what you started. Yeah, I'm here maybe to help in one way or the other. And what I can do, if you feel what you've done or what you planned together is working, then I will just excuse myself and leave. I just wanted to know more about the guy. Talked well, and I just asked him some questions like, see, I heard that maybe you moved on, and he also said that he moved on, but being this was the first wife and they have got a child, and he was ready maybe when mabibi wawili.
Wait, was the guy able to take care of two wives? Or
yeah, the guy, yeah, he was able, because I think comes from rich family to some extent. Yeah, they had got little wealth, I can say so.
So you had the courage to tell this guy that you're ready to excuse yourself.
Yeah, I was ready. Like, there are certain things, when things are tough, you can't control things to do with the love. You can't. And a lady can't have two men at a go, like, giving you your time. And I was ready because I got her while she had the kid, so I could not maybe interfere with her lifestyle. If the love was taking another angle, I was to sit back.
So what was the lady's take on you leaving to pave way for this guy?
No, this talk, I did it private with the guy. I didn't tell the lady. I just wanted to know how much the guy is prepared and how much they have been together. This time they were at home. So I just wanted to know more about. So the time I was telling this guy was ready, I just wanted to know his part, his side.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to know more. All those things they have been doing together. So this is now when the real heartbroken started hitting into me. When now the guy was telling me now the things they have done in this short time. I don't know how true they were, but to some extent they were the reality on the ground.
What are these things?
Like, see, that is now the lady visited him home. Maybe slept there some times. You just know, as a man, we are very jealous when you feel the person you have been with, somebody also is taking in shares, so you feel like, really? So I could not see this lady like that now, my love of life, but I started seeing her as a whole in a way. So that thing grew, that grudge. You could sleep there, but just like you could sleep with your brother.
Yeah. With your brother, by that you mean there was no intimacy, nothing?
Yeah, things were not just normal as. So I started feeling very much bad about it.
But I'm sure the lady realized something is not right here from how you were behaving.
That giver went like for 1 week. Is when I got opened to, and I told her that, do you know, we talked with Nani, she told me this and that, and this is the thing now. So I decided that I'm leaving, and I left.
Just like that?
I left. everything of mine I left there. But unfortunately, I went back because I left even my certificates when I was leaving, because I took only my clothes.
Okay.
But those are the only things I could take. Those other things like gas, viti, what is all zingine, I left them there. So I realized I also left my certificate. So when I went back, but I had a pair of keys, but then I think she went to school. When I reached in that house, I fainted. Don't know what happened.
You what?
I fainted when I entered in that house.
Why?
It was paining me. Imagine all this time. I don't know. It was my first heartbreak. That real heartbreak. Hizo zingine, I don't even know how heartbreak was feeling like. But this was now real one hitting into me. Maybe somebody you've used to almost close to 2 years. So it was that challenging.
So it was like you going back to that house meant you bringing back memories.
All the imaginations, memories, everything. So you seeing yourself again, you are going to start from zero. Because I could not just even carry the chairs, the bed, everything. Just left them there. And you can imagine is when you were just starting that life. So this is the thing I don't always want to think about, what I did in that house. I've never shared with anybody, and I don't think it is really relevant to talk about it.
I mean, now that you already told us about that, like you're already in this house, you somehow lost conscious.
Now, when I woke up from this fainting, I don't know whether I fainted, I don't know. But when upon waking up, I said, in fact, I wanted even to burn everything in that house. Then I leave. I was deeply, deeply hurt. I don't know why. That is when reality started dawning on me that now we have left each other. It is true that I'm going and I'm living a completely wish we'll never meet again with her. I left, and unfortunately we bought some TV, woofer, those big ones. I interfered with the things. In fact, there are certain things I wanted to do which was even to end both our lives. Like, I don't know, it was the satanic.
Relax. The lady the good thing is you said she was at work, right?
Yeah, at work.
So whatever plans you had, you couldn't do anything at that point.
No, I was planning like nikuje na petroli nimwage kwa hiyo around the gas place. I had got some filthy thoughts, like I just wanted our lives to end.
You were very bitter.
I was very bitter, and I wanted even, I don't know whether things like position myself, position her, we go just like that.
So it was painful to the extent that you thought ending your life and hers is the best solution.
That was the only way out to me, according to me, by then. Yeah. That is why at times I don't judge those who even kill, those who even do certain things to people, because I think there is that point in life you just feel you are worthless and you don't need anything else in this. You just need even yourself. You don't want even to see yourself, yourself. You don't want even to see you are existing. That is why at times you hear maybe some stories like the ladies you did what this man, the man you ended up killing the lady. I think at that moment the person is in state where you can't even imagine such a person can do anything. I've been to that level, like you feel I should just even end my life. But that thing never ended just like that. All that as serious as I had, I ended up destroying almost everything in that house.
I hope you did not burn it down.
No, it was, I couldn't. Like, I don't know, but I was to do that. I was about to do that, but something also hold me back. So all these Asiras, I ended up maybe destroying other things.
Including the TV.
The TV, the woofers, sijui the VT, sijui nini.
What did
I
you
don't know.
do to the chairs? I'm so I want to know. What did you do with the chairs you said you bought
No,
together?
I just burnt them partially. So
Okay, this is not
this
funny.
is no, you know, and the hoover, you know, by then, that is the time when these online things was at peak, and I was making some good money.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, when somebody is employed freshly, the lady ended up like 4 months without being paid. So at last, you get paid that lump sum. So before this, she was ready to receive that money. She had not needed. So all this time, it happened that time I was like the one who was still managing everything. I was doing well in online then. Yeah, I was really doing well.
So were you still doing your course in JKUAT at that point?
Yeah, that is the time now. I started it. I was on second semester. Yeah, but most of my times I used to balance it with this online. And the online was really doing well then than it is.
So you have partially burnt the chairs.
Yeah, chairs and
destroyed.
Destroyed the TV. You know, I was not thinking as if like TV and the woofers and destroyed our relationship. So I just ended up finishing all those bad things onto them.
And then you left.
Then I left.
So
then she called. Now by then I was staying this side of Ruiru, and I was commuting from Ruiru to JKUAT with a friend. So she called, and I could not even receive the calls. You know, by that time, that as much as we were breaking up, I was feeling that pain, but that pain had not reflected on me fully. That tumeachana ile completely, because we could still have that conversation at times. So when I left now after destroying everything, I came back. That pain still followed me.
The guilt.
The guilt plus the pain plus I was now thinking that could it I too. Until it reached a point, I wanted to just go and end my life. I'm sorry to say this. I ended up even buying poison.
Sorry.
Combined, dilute everything. I started. When that thing failed, your poison failed. I don't know whether it was not strong enough. I went.
Wait, you took it?
I took it, and until now, if I pass close to this, is it Agrovets?
I think it's the chemist. Where do people buy
Agrovets? These are animals.
Agrovets.
In fact, the moment I always pass near such places, I feel like, I don't know, that there is that smell which comes from ace.
You mean you took that thing?
I took it.
Did it not burn you or feel some
when God
pain?
is on your life, even if you take which kind of thing, you just remain. But it was almost taking me because I remember it took me like 4 days. I was just sleeping, I was restless, and a friend could not know what was happening because I was not ready even to share with anybody. No one knew all these things.
Were you staying with a friend in Ruiru or were you staying alone?
No, we were staying with a friend. But
where was he at this time?
The friend was doing job. He was on job, so his job was shift. Sometimes he goes in the daytime, sometimes night. So he's somebody who is busy. Because if he goes tonight, daytime he will be sleeping. If he goes night, I mean, if he goes daytime, he will be sleeping night. No, it was that shift because he was like busy. If daytime is sleeping, night job, daytime sleeping. So he had got that little time maybe to converse or to have some time for stories. He's just busy after eating, he's sleeping. So this time he was the one, maybe he comes back, he finds me sleeping, he feels maybe I'm tired or whichever. He could cook. And when he calls upon me to eat, he was responding like, hey, I'm feeling like I don't want to eat. So when he wanted to know more, I was kind of hiding myself under that situation. So I think the lady called him, because the lady had got his number. When the lady called him, told the lady that I'm sick. So the lady was also curious because calling me my number because I'd already blocked her. Even, yeah. So this is the time when now real heartbreak hit on me. Imagine I walked. You see this bridge from Ruiru KU campus.
Yeah, the foot oh yeah, I know it. The flyover.
The flyover, this small flyover here.
Yeah, Ruiru, yeah.
So this day I went there. I was thinking like, now that this poison has failed me, and that poison was not that sweet, I never wanted again to take it once again.
It was not sweet.
Yeah, it was that bitter. Because any moment I wanted just to take her, I was vomiting. So I went and stood there to throw myself down. So any vehicle, because there vehicles are passing at random. So I want just to throw myself down and take my life forever. I sit there. I don't know what holding me back. I can't know it well. To tell it that way. So the process of healing took me like almost 2 months, and that is how my schooling ended up. I went going back to JKUAT, as much as maybe there were other problems, but that was the main thing why I left going to school, just because of
so
such acts.
You actually, it was a moment, was it, can we call it depression?
Maybe, I think.
That moment after a bad heartbreak, and
I think I developed something.
You're depressed, you're not eating, you've tried poison, it's not working, you're just sleeping, you've dropped out of school. Here you are trying other means.
In fact, even those online jobs I was doing, I left them completely, ended up eating everything I had. Because I was to start life from zero, I've left everything I had in that place. So I was to again start from zero. Because by this time I was staying with my friend. Other things were on the other side with the lady. Yeah.
That was tough. I can imagine.
Life is that challenging. I don't know how, if you find maybe somebody who you love, there must be challenges. I don't know how we should go about this life.
Well, that was bad. So how did you recover? How did you recover from that point to right now? I'm surprised.
That point, recovering, it is just, they say that time
heals.
Is the best doctor.
Yeah, time
heals. They say
heals.
that time heals. Time is the best doctor. It heals all the wounds. Even how deep it was, one day, you will cover it up. When time allows you.
I'm just curious. At this point, okay, you're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you try going to church, praying, or anything like that?
At times, when you are down, you think there is nothing which can help you, or there is nothing which can save you from situations. Because you feel now, if that God exists, that is the time you start even questioning God.
Why did he let that happen?
Why did he let that happen? Why was God tempting me this much deeper? Until you ended up saying, maybe that is the time you say, I don't think if God exists. If God exists and if he truly loves us, why is he leaving us to undergo this suffering? why did even this God leave me to just to die to do that poison, or just let me get crushed with a vehicle? So there are some times, yani, you don't want to share with anybody. So there was nobody who could know my problem. In fact, it took long. Even the person we were staying with, they didn't know what had happened.
You never even tried calling your mom, talking to her?
How could I even start? There are certain things you find, though there is this time rumors spread, like I was not well because even my phone was not going through. So my friend, I think the lady, told my mother what had transpired, how I did things, I spoiled things in the house and left. So when the mother was calling me, she couldn't reach me because my phone was completely off. So the lady gave the number of the boy who was staying with. So when my mother called, we talked, and I told some little bit of the story, and maybe I just told her that I was so hurt, and I ended up doing all those things. But it was not my intention, it was just maybe that bitterness I had at that moment.
So what was her reaction? Or
She
advice?
was very remorseful. She just told me to cool down, and if something is not meant for you, don't force it to work. Just leave it. Maybe it was not meant to be. So just like a parent can maybe have a consolation, you can't start maybe arguing with your child when she has gone astray in a way, because I can say that was inhuman kind of act what I did to that lady. Because I don't always believe in fighting, like somebody fighting somebody or doing something. Like, there is only this one thing I've never believed in. Like, we've gone astray with somebody, but now we start fighting, like fighting a lady. No, what I was up to was just, if I was to die, we die, all of us. That was what was on my mind.
Ride or die. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you, to date, do you feel guilty of what you did?
Yeah, I always feel guilty when I think of that lady, because I think after that moment, the love I received from that lady was that much.
Okay.
So it's like I always feel guilty every time I think of her. In fact, there is this time even I called, but she has also gone wild. Yeah.
So do you think it was not her fault that whatever transpired that time, whatever happened? Like, do you feel like you overreacted? Or maybe she was in a position where she could not choose between you two?
No. Women, I think we are different from ladies. A man, if I have a lady and she goes on, maybe cheated with somebody else, it will not end on my side. It will keep on haunting me in my heart. But ladies, you've got that relief. Your man can cheat on you and you still just accept it back, just proceed with life. But to men,
it's different.
It's totally different.
That is so unfair.
Yeah, I know it is unfair. In fact, even if you go back to the Bible, that is why even men are.
Where in the Bible?
No, men are what? They are what? Polygamous.
Wow, I've not seen that.
Seeing, maybe for example, maybe you are a man, you have your lady, then your lady goes on cheating. As much as maybe, I don't know, but according to me, it is not even making sense. You start viewing that lady in another level in life. So even as much as maybe we could go on maybe living together, but that thing won't come out of my mind easily, because I will still see in that situation sleeping with somebody. It sounds to another level. You just don't take it normally.
Yeah, so have you at any point tried to apologize since?
Yeah, I called her. I apologized. In fact, I ended up even sending her some money to go and buy new things.
Really?
Yeah, I did that because I was feeling like after healing completely, and I got some cash. There is some contact I got, and I got some good cash. Ended up sending her some good money to go and get back those things.
Did she accept the money?
She accepted money.
I mean,
No, money is money. Accepted it.
Okay.
So I don't know what she did with the money. So I don't know whether she bought those things. I don't know whether she did other things. I don't know.
So do you guys still talk today?
We don't talk completely. We don't talk. So it happened. There is a friend of this lady who was also my friend. Like that person.
A mutual friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this lady was telling me. This time she was telling me like. I was almost saying that.
Oh, okay, it's okay.
She was telling me like the man ended up again wasting the lady.
No.
Because after that, I think it took like some months. They ended up being together. She could get back there to their home. So the lady who was married by the man brought a lot of problems, and the lady left again. The man tried to make her feel maybe yajengewe place ingine. The lady refused. So her life has never been that smooth.
Did they have another child after?
No.
Oh, thank God. Because that would be another mistake.
No, by then she wasn't ready. She was still, I don't know. She wasn't ready. I think she was using still birth pills.
Oh, birth control.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wanted some good time with herself.
Yeah. So have you moved on with life since then?
Moving on is a challenging to me. I don't know whether I'll completely move on from that wild state, but not. I think everything I forgot behind them, because nowadays maybe I start some mini, but I don't know. I don't find it easy to love that fully. Maybe I find myself loving, but when challenges start to arise, I find it hard to fully maybe engage myself.
So if let's say the lady is here now, what would you tell her if you met right now?
If it happens by chance, which I doubt. Because since then we've not met face to face. Maybe she should just stay strong. One day, one time, God will give her what she wants in life.
Okay, that's tough. So that's it.
Yeah, it was a tough situation. But at first, like nowadays, maybe you fear ladies. If that was the lady who loved you so much and something of that kind happened. No, this one maybe you was not shown that love and started misbehaving. Where will it end? That is the big question I do ask myself. Every moment I maybe find myself started dating, then somebody starts misbehaving. So I find it hard to engage fully.
Okay, so what do you think is the moral lesson?
I think overreacting or too much love is dangerous, because that impulse, that kind of love, if you love somebody too much, when challenges comes in, the same love, if it was to say 90% of love, the same effect will be reciprocating at the other end. It is the same way if you throw a stone on the wall, when it hits earth, that force, it will bounce back at the same rate. That is the same way I see love. If you love somebody too much, when this love is ending, you will feel that pain equality to the love you gave. So I think we should not love that much. As much as we love, we should have that breathing space.
Okay, so
that breathing space is very important in people's lifestyle, because nowadays I don't know who needs to be loved or who, because ladies, not even ladies, but I think it cuts across. We should not love that too much. We should just have it there, accommodate everything, be somebody who can both manage love, and you can manage when you are loved and when you are not loved.
But you cannot control how much you love someone.
Yeah, those are now the challenges in life. Yeah. So we should practice that balancing everything.
Yeah, I think it's okay to fall in love. It's okay because I believe when you're in love, you have no control over anything you do. But then, at least, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. People are different. We love differently. But be ready for anything.
Yes, maybe after elections we will see what to do. Whether God will give us our hearts, we start new serikali with the new things.
I did new serikali. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and put your comment down there. Thank you so much. See you another time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.